It's Dizzy and Callie, and we are out in what's supposed to be my garden. As you can see, it's pretty much been taken over by weeds, wild strawberries, and red raspberries. The wild strawberries and raspberries were bird planted. I'm wondering how far they flew to deposit the seeds, because I don't know of any raspberries or strawberries growing in this area. But I can't ask the birds because they don't talk. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I've been going through a lot for the past few years. If you haven't, briefly, I've had a lot going on in my life, starting with the death of my mom, February 21st, 2019. Ended up basically being the one taking care of my father. He passed away November 12th, 2022. During that time, my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and it turned out to be terminal. He passed away April 25th, 2022, and I was starting to finally make progress on everything when I had a mini stroke, which revealed that I had a problem with my heart. So I was in the hospital with that in the end of November. Got out of the hospital, ended right back up with COVID. Took me a month to completely recover from that, and had heart surgery in February. So I'm just really now starting to get into all this. So I would have liked to have had everything going. I wanted the wild strawberries moved, and along with the raspberries, they were supposed to get moved over into this area back there. But needless to say, that hasn't happened. And they now have a lot of flowers on them, as well as strawberries. So I am hoping that these are done putting out fruit by the time I'm really ready to plant. If I can have the garden planted sometime in May, that would be good. Early stuff like spinach, lettuce, I'm not worried about. Onions I'm not planting because the place that I was buying my onion set went out of business. And one thing that I am worried about first off is last year I had planted asparagus by seed. My thought was I'm planning to move to Kentucky. I had wanted to be moving this spring. Needless to say, that's not happening. I have it ready to plant in a garden down there. Well, since that didn't happen, I'm starting with that. Probably have more than I can plant in the garden here, but it is going to be along the line here. This is rhubarb. Along the line there. Let's see, where is it? This is some of the asparagus that I got started. So you're supposed to plant that, I forget how many inches apart, and deep, put compost around it, yada yada yada. I also have in here, I had raspberry come up in here, and well, this is what I had planted in hopes of taking to Kentucky with me, and unfortunately not a whole lot of it survived. There's one there, there's one there, one there, and that's it. And that one, there's 3 in this one, there's 3 in this one. So first that I'll be moving will be what's over on that fence line, and then with that fence line done, clean that all up, plant the rest that I can get in that area. I also have more asparagus. This had come up in my front yard. I tried to plant asparagus there with not much luck. So this will be the last. And anything that I can't fit in the garden will be planted back in the buckets a little bit farther apart. And that will be going to Kentucky with me. I've also noticed that I have a few coming up in the front yard, and that'll be going with Kentucky to me. Going to Kentucky with me as well. And we'll see after that whether I need more for just me. But that's where I am in the garden. I hope if you have a garden going, that yours has made a lot better progress than mine, and I'll talk to you later.